On this episode of Trying Not to Sink, we anchor out at one of our favorite spots on the Chesapeake, Fishing Bay. We enter the ICW in Norfolk, but we underestimate our travel time through the bridges and arrive at Coinjock in the dark.
Well, it's Friday morning. We're leaving Annapolis, and it's a foggy day, as you can probably see. It's not terrible. We've got maybe a mile visibility, so it's not the end of the world. But we're heading down the bay. We're going to Fishing Bay or Fisherman's Bay. There's an anchorage we know of on the western shore, about 90 miles south of here. So our goal is to head there, anchor out for the night, and then get an early start the following day, and then start heading down the ICW. But we always enjoy Annapolis. We spent some time bar hopping, got a little bit of provisioning, mostly alcohol. And, had dinner. I got the obligatory shooters over at Middleton's, and stopped in at 85 for some stronger drinks. And then called an early evening, got up early this morning. We just fueled up at the dock. We are loaded with fuel. Got some gas for the tender.
Pumped out.
And got a chance to pump out the tanks for the first time since, I don't know, a couple of months anyway.
They were full.
Yep.
A while.
So anyway, we're heading there. It's going to be a long, kind of a boring trip in the white here. You can't even see anything, but we'll check in later.
White everywhere you look.
Heading into Fishing Bay. We've just spent about 9 hours on the Chesapeake. Got kind of rocky for a little bit. We had some 3-footers, some whitecaps, but it's kind of settled down a little bit now. Maybe 1-2-footers. They're on our beam right now, but we just got a short way to go. We'll be in there within a half hour. We kind of got to zigzag your way in, but it's very protected once you get in there. We found this anchorage when we were on our way back from buying the boat 2 years ago. So we're going to go anchor for the night, and then we will get an early start tomorrow. And I think Coinjock's our goal for tomorrow. So we'll check in later.
Roger out. Where are you thinking of anchoring?
I think right there someplace. Well, we're here in Fishing Bay. Anchored out just like we planned. There was only one other boat here. It's a nice sailboat over there. So we pretty much have this anchorage to ourselves. The weather turned out to be perfect. Blue skies, sunny, water's calm, so we're real happy. Again, we're going to spend the night here and get an early start and try to make it down to Coinjock for tomorrow. And I'm sitting here next to the isinglass, and you may notice that it's broken, as is this one, and that one, and that one. Because when we were in Annapolis yesterday, a major thunderstorm rolled through, and I don't know exactly what the wind was, but I'm going to say it was 60, 70 miles per hour. And we had this rolled up, and the way the wind came the right exact angle. I guess this acted like an umbrella, and it literally ripped all our isinglass, flipped it up on the roof, unsnapped it on us and everything. Not that we had them all snapped to begin with, and in the process it cracked the isinglass. So we literally have to replace every piece of isinglass that we have.
Except for
the one that was rolled up, the one that caused the problems. So if anyone knows someone who does isinglass canvas repair inexpensively, please contact us, because we have 4 or 5 that need to be done now, and I also have 1 for the carver that needs to be done. So we need a lot of isinglass.
4 or 5 on the carver, I think.
Oh, we need like at least 3 on the carver, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here that need to be done.
Yeah.
And then if you're doing them, you might as well do that one too.
Yeah. So they're all clear.
So it's not urgent. We're taking these things down for the season probably tonight or tomorrow anyway. And we'll roll them up, but in the wintertime, when I open that back up again, I'm going to be disappointed.
We cried. And we couldn't get the snaps back on, because when we first bought the boat, we took the isinglass off because it seemed silly to have it on in Florida. Yeah. And the snaps, just because I think they shrink or whatever, but the snaps never lined up, and it was too difficult.
We couldn't get them all on. We got most of them on, but it was just a tough windstorm. Look, we found some of our cushions out in the street in Annapolis, and we actually lost one of our pillows. So who knows where that is? It's with Dorothy in Kansas or something. I don't know.
You'll see it floating.
But so anyway, that's enough whining. Everything else has been perfect.
Yeah, we had a really good run today. Yeah, we did a 10-hour run.
Yeah, about 10 hours. Maybe 9. We had current with us. We were getting maybe 10.5 knots most of the way. So
yeah.
Until tomorrow morning, bright and early. We'll see you then.
Cheers. Roger out. the first bridge you come along. First bridge. It's called the Beltline Railroad Bridge, and it's usually opened. This is the next bridge, and it's a fixed bridge. And it's right after the other one. Your third bridge is Norfolk Railroad Bridge, and it's also normally opened. The Gilmerton Lift Bridge, and then after it's a railroad bridge. 35 and the other railroad is always open. Interstate 64. Here we are at the Great Lock and the Great Bridge, right? And we're waiting 15 minutes for people to exit so we can go in.
Just for us.
Yeah, that was nice. You have to hail the bridge though.
They have it at 5 o'clock opening.
Oh.
Yeah, they just.
Well, you should still ask
they
for
just
permission.
announced it.
Oh, did they? I thought you were supposed to ask for
Yeah,
permission.
I will
stuff.
anyway.
This is the Centerville Swing Bridge, and we were hailing the guy, but he didn't respond. But he heard us because he's opening the bridge,
Or he sees us.
or he sees us, one or the other. Yeah, that was weird. We were getting ready to call him. He said he's only opening one side. You have to.
Opening one side.
Is that what he said?
Yes, and it's so and so.
36 feet.
What's our beam?
Oh, I thought he was just telling me the same thing as the other guys, that it's just not a whole lot of room.
A day too. I think you're close to something, it's still a half hour away.
Yeah.
I can't even see you. It's so dark.
Yeah. You know, can't even see the water either. So.
I can see it. We're fine.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing we have digital maps.
I know. Because you couldn't use radar on this, I don't think.
I mean, it might not be, might be helpful, but it's not gonna. There's no way in hell I would do this. I'm gonna get short right.
Oh my god. It's here, because the Coinjock Bridge, I thought we had it, and I couldn't see the bridge. How do you feel about that?
I'm good. I'm happy. I'm in. Nothing went wrong.
I'm alive.
I had a.
It was dark.
I'm alive.
It was dark out there.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
It was super dark.
No lights at all. And then they had to put me in I guess they gave me about 70 feet to put the 65-foot boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll show you that.
Literally.
They moved a boat for it.
But it all worked.
We went.
Yeah, they worked really well. We were really proud with them that they accommodated us. That was very nice. Oh, but look at this beauty. This one's beautiful here. I like this one. I like this one.